HP system clutter is detected. Wouldn't you know it? I got clutter, people. I've got clutter. Well, hello, Michelle Bill. Thank you so much for popping into my live. Hello, hello, hello. Susan says hello, Robin.
Well, hello, everybody.
Thank you, Chris, for sharing. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the shares I can get. I met Robin. I said, Sunday's a day of rest. And it seems like since I told her that, I've been working my ass off every Sunday. Can't win for losing. I just got back from Walmart. Robin got her kitchen the other day. She finally got a kitchen sink. So I was at Walmart and I found some pots and pans for Robin. Now she's in there playing Betty Crocker. Yeah. Hey, Kathleen, I'm doing absolutely freaking wonderful. I brought Robin home a set of Walmart pots and pans, the ones that were on sale, and she's in there cooking me a burger. I hope I can eat it with no teeth, but Robin's a good cook. Robin is a good cook. She made a pie the other day. When she first got her sink, she made a pie. What else did you make the other day? Pie.
Strawberry jam.
Oh, strawberry jam. She was in there making all kind of stuff. She had that kitchen sink all full of dishes. Well, the haters are starting to come out, people. The haters are, and who are the haters? Gosh, I have so many freaking enemies. It's not even funny. Who are my enemies? You should read my book, who I'm exposing as child traffickers that are getting away with it. And people that unalive people and get away with it. People that unalive my family. It's one big cult. And they get away with it. They're not going to get away with it for long, though. Yeah, Libby. I'm happy I found her, too. I really am. Tonight's the night we'll make history. Honey, I get so many hateful comments sometimes. Okay, so we all freaking know, politicians, people within our government are corrupt. We all know that. Elizabeth, hello, 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 hello. I see Lanny. Yeah, the more my story gets out there, the more weapons I get closer to my body at all times. You never know. I'll be truthful, people. Straight up. If I didn't have a freaking brain in my head, I'd probably be dead. I lived off of street smarts, what I was taught by the Secret Service at a very freaking young age. There was many attempts on my life. And if I was just some stupid idiot, I wouldn't probably be here. There was times I seen the signs and I skedaddled. I was taught to run towards trouble. But there's a fine line between running towards trouble and running towards getting yourself killed. But I get so many hateful comments. Like I said, we all know, at least most people know anyway, that government officials, people that run for office are freaking corrupt. They don't do it because they want to help people. They do it to line their pockets and the power and the money of it all. And with that said, we all know our mainstream media is bought and paid for. These billionaires own the media. Oh gosh, people. That film crew came. That film crew came, and we did an interview all Sunday, a few hours, and I got to see the preview. And I think I watched it 20 times so far since last night. The man that is putting it all together said he's watched it 50 times and he still gets the freaking chills. It is that freaking good, and it's just the preview. I wish I could share it, but I can't because there's a lot of people that have grabbed hold of it before the whole thing comes out, and it's going to go viral. I know it is. It is going to go viral. But with that said, you know our government officials are freaking corrupt. You know our fucking media is corrupt. And if you don't, you need to really wake the fuck up if you don't know our media is bought and paid for. How do I know? Because I'm John fucking Kennedy Jr. Straight up, excuse my F words. But that's who I am. And they should all be pulled out here with their freaking film bands, their reporters doing stories on the real fucking John Kennedy Jr. And I'm tired of saying sorry. So if I say fuck, that's just me, the real John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. running his mouth. I get wound up. I really do. Because it's been year after year after year, me trying to get the attention. I'm willing to stand up in Congress and the Senate and say, hey, I'm the real deal. You guys are the freaking liars. You guys are the ones that are corrupt. I'm putting it all out there. And our corrupt media, our paid for media, our paid for government, these people at the top are bought and paid for with their money. But a little guy like me can't get his fucking story out, the truth out. But we're getting it. We're getting it. So anyway, I got a comment, and I write this shit down, man, because it's so freaking crazy. People really believe what they hear in the media is always true, 100%. Aristotle died of pneumonia in freaking France or whatever, right? Sorry. I'm a personal eyewitness. Aristotle owned NASA's. Now, let me explain what these billionaires do. Working with the Secret Service in our government. Aristotle owned NASA's. There was 3 Aristotle owned NASA's. How many Donald Trumps do you think there are right now, people? You think there's only freaking one? Do you really believe there's only one Donald Trump? No. And if you do, you better get an education. Seriously. So I got a comment that Aristotle died of pneumonia, blah, 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 blah. There was one time I even got a freaking comment. Okay, I share my truthful lifetime experiences. If it's I think this or I think that, I'll tell you I think this. My stepbrother, Alexander Onassis, he was shot in the head on an airplane right in front of me. Bang! I saw it with my own eyes. I can describe the gun the shooter used. We crashed the airplane on the side of the runway in Greece. I was on that plane. I broke my arm. I probably broke all my fingernails from trying to claw my way out of that wreckage. Seriously. So what did the media say? What did the media say? My stepbrother was shot in the head. I was there. When we hit the ground, I went over. First thing I did was grab my stepbrother in my arms. There's no way he could have been alive. There was a big hole from the bullet in his head. They started prying the wreckage because there was no way out. It was that squished. But I broke my arm. Well, what did the media tell you? What did Aristotle Onassis? Aristotle's son was just murdered. You think that was advertised? You think that they said Alexander, the son of Aristotle, a Greek billionaire, was killed on his own airplane? No, it was all covered up. Aristotle was a billionaire. He had the power to tell the doctors, to tell anybody on the scene, don't mention that my son was shot and killed. It was an accident. That's the way they work. I was there. I just said I was there. So when people say, well, he died of a head injury due to the plane accident, no, he died because there was a bullet in his brain. I saw it. I witnessed it. I was there. So don't tell me what the frickin' media says and you believe the media over me, because I'm telling you the truth. I have no reason to frickin' lie to you. So when I tell you Aristotle was right here in Bullhead City, Arizona, and these Hollywood kids came. Now, let me explain how Hollywood works. If you unalive someone, you're a movie star. That's the way it works, people. I hate to bust your bubble, and I hate to tell you anything different, but if you want your own daytime show, if you want to be the star of a movie in Hollywood, you got to kill somebody. Why? Because the mafia won't build you up. They will give you millions so they can take your millions from you. That's the fucking way it works. So when I say Aristotle Onassis was chopped up by Hollywood kids when I was 14, 15 years old, I'm not making this shit up, just pulling it out of my fucking ass, for you to turn around and say, well, you're wrong because Aristotle Onassis died of pneumonia. Really? I just told you I witnessed a Greek billionaire being chopped up with an axe by Hollywood kids. And I can name some of those Hollywood kids that became Hollywood stars. Sean Hannity of Fox News, I went to school with him. Denzel Washington, I went to the amusement park with him. We sat in a room, me and Denzel, when we were just little kids, and he said, they're going to bring me up. They're going to make me a Hollywood movie star. Why do you think they do that? Why do you think Sean Hannity won't recognize me? He'll sit there and say, Donald Trump's fucking the best thing since buttered bread. Why? Because he's making millions of fucking dollars, people. Millions with a fucking M, people. Sean Hannity of Fox News said, fuck you, little John Kennedy Jr. I'm going with the program because I like my big fucking mansions. I like my $1 million salary. I like showing up on the set of Fox News and making millions of fucking dollars, spreading lies. It is what it is, people. It is what the fuck it is. And us little people. So anyway, I had to get that off my chest because I've made video after video. I get these fucking hate comments. I do. Well, I don't believe you because I heard this from our fucking media. I know, I read it in the fucking newspaper. Yeah? How long did it take for you to get the files of my father? And did you even get them? Fuck no, you didn't get them. Why didn't you get the fucking files? Because our Secret Service, working with our FBI, working with our CIA, had my father executed. Straight up. Did they tell you? Did they tell you that my sister and mother were also killed? Fuck no, they lived a regular life as body doubles. They ain't going to tell you because they're still in billions of freaking dollars with a B, people. Billions with a B. Organized crime makes their freaking money by identity theft. And they're the best at the best. You got to remember, these people are at the freaking top. These people are at the billionaires top with Epstein and Trump and Elon and all these fucking billionaires. You ain't going to get the truth. You're never going to get the fucking truth. They go out of their way not to. They're politicians. They're billionaire politicians. They bought their way into the spotlight, just like those kids I told you about axed people up to become stars. You think they, yeah, use your imagination. What the frick I'm telling you, people. It's not hard to figure it out. It's not hard. I'm just going to read a few comments here. I sure hope you guys believe better to than believe the freaking media, especially over me when I'm trying to share. And I'll tell you right now, this video, it'll get 1,000 views. I'm sitting here telling you, I'm John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. My father was the president of the fucking United States. My family members were all killed and covered up by our 3-letter agencies. Our FBI, they're a crime ring. Our Secret Service, they're a crime ring. How do I know this? I've been there. I've been there. I've been to the FBI. Hey, what about this murder? What about that murder? What about the fucking child trafficking? What about my child disappearing, coming back as another child? Go away. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want to freaking talk to you, John Kennedy Jr. Some of you say, oh, well, he's fucking crazy. Yeah, I am crazy enough to try to freaking help people, put my life on the line to get this story out. I'm fucking crazy as it gets, but it's going to take some crazy motherfucker to help. It is. It is going to take some crazy freaking people to turn this country around and take it back from the criminals, because we are going up the biggest hardcore criminals there is. The biggest, the worst. They got money. They got power. We don't. But we're throwing rocks and we're going to hit them right upside the head. Yeah, I just seen that conscience. No conscience. When I was handed a broken golf club and told to go stab my dead sister, my sister was just a child. These people in our government killed my sister when she was just a freaking child. Why? Because they got a plan. They stick with that plan. And the plan was to put the people in power that are in power to this freaking day. That's their plan. And people are waving their fucking flags for these people. Come on. It's sad. It's freaking sad. It's life, you know. What can I do about it? Except keep sitting here preaching my story about, hey, you better wake up before you start waving your flag for somebody thinking they're all fucking, you know, cake and freaking ice cream and going to really help you. Really. Anyway, I had to get that off my chest because these haters really burn me up. Thank you, Brenda, for putting my Cash App on there. It is so appreciated. It is so appreciated. I was prepping the house to get it painted today. I was out there banging on the metal and pressure washing. I got all the paint already. I just got to put it on. But I got to take all the old paint and dirt off before I put on the thing. And I don't know how God's going to do it, but we are going to have the John F. Kennedy Jr. Healing Center. It is going to be worldwide, world known that we are standing together, standing strong for the truth, and that we want to help all those that need help any which way we possibly can, whether it is child trafficking, kidnapping, extortion, all the tricks, identity theft, all the tricks that these motherfuckers do. I'm personal eyewitness to all of them. I know their tricks. So why not have a home base where we can help people? And it's all about helping people that need help. That's what life is short, people. And I've been in many situations where I did not think I was going to live through it. And when you don't think you're going to live through something, you think about think about it. If you think you're on an operating table and you ain't going to freaking make it, you can't take anything with you. You can't tell anybody your last story. I was in the hospital a couple of years ago. I'm like, don't let me freaking die. I'm John Kennedy Jr. I got to get my story out before I do die. That was all that mattered. Getting some truth out before I met God again. Because my God is very, very powerful. And I talked to God when I was real young. I actually left my freaking body and I talked to God. And I was like, why are these people doing this, God? Why are these people so evil? And God let me come back into my body. And so I guess you'll find out, huh? But anyway, it's going to be a healing center. So, I keep thinking about my foul potty language and the F word, F bomb I'm always freaking dropping. But me and God have a relationship, whether I use the F bomb or not. So that's the kind of church it's going to be. That's the kind of church it's going to be right there. All for the good. And not even me is perfect. And I'll be the first to admit it. But we are going to have the John F. Kennedy Jr. Healing Center. It's coming. And it'll be the home base so we can do all the things that we want to plan to do. And God's going to make it happen. And hopefully there'll be a lot of people that want it to happen also. And I really see good things coming from a home base, a church, whatever you want to call it, a healing center. But it'll be all good. It will be all good. It really will. And I'm going to go eat my hamburger, people. It's Sunday, and starting a new week tomorrow. These Fridays just come and come and come. And the weekend's here before we know it. So it'll seem like tomorrow it'll be the weekend, and I'll be at it again trying to share the story. But you Lions, please share on Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, X. Just keep up. I mean, they're starting to come out. We did the comparison of me as a child compared to George Onassis, the man that stole my identity. And now they're coming out with him as a child, turning him into me, which is all bullshit stuff. If you have an eye, let you see. And I hope you all see. I hope you wake up to the truth. But you all have a wonderful, wonderful, great week.
You have one with Sue tomorrow?
Huh?
You have on the show with Sue tomorrow?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'll be on with Sue Greenwald or not yet. Hopefully soon. I love being on with Sue. And we'll see. But yeah, enjoy your burger. I'm got a Robin's in there putting it together. I'm looking over the top, and yeah, it's all good. Okay, Searcher 1963. Before I go, why did you state you were 14 when Jackie was shot? Because Mary Maxwell wrote that up for me. It was right around 1975. My birthday was in November. So when I say I was around 15 years old, she did a little digging and said, no, you were actually 14. When I was 14, I did not give a fuck. I was 14 or 15 or 13. So if you're going to get that picky, I don't know if you could go back 50. And now I'm afraid to say it was 55 years or 57 years. But you get my point, I hope. It was a long time ago, and I was a child. So whether I was 14, 15, 13, it was around 1975 when my loved ones were both murdered. If you needed an exact, we could probably figure it all out, but I didn't know people were going to dig and dig and dig and say, how come you said 14 and not 15? Well, get over it, people. I was a fucking child and my loved ones were killed. I believe it was around 1975. But it is what it is. So, yeah, please don't try to dig into it too much. Just remember, it was a long freaking time ago. And my mom was murdered. I was kidnapped by government agents. I had a gun to my freaking head. And they told me to confess that to my own mother's murder. What's the difference if I was 13, 14, or 15? I didn't care back then. I knew I was young. I knew I was a kid, but hopefully you'll get over it. Anyway, I'm going to have my hamburger and enjoy it. And it is March 23rd of 2005. And I'm 64 years old. Long ways away from 15 years old. And my life's been a living hell since then. It really has. But thank you all. Thank you all so much. Love you, Lions. Keep up, keep sharing. Let's we're gonna do it this year. Help me get the truth out. Help me help you expose them all. God bless y'all. Peace out. Peace out. I don't know what I just did. I pushed the wrong button. But anyway, I hope it'll be recorded for people that weren't able to come on tonight. God bless you all. All love, people. All freaking love. Oh, wait. One more question. No. It said, I got a question. Do you think any of the things that happened to you will be released in the declassified documents? That is a big no, because the documents would, the real documents would expose our government for being murderers, thieves, gang members, the RICO Act, people, the RICO Act, because I was kidnapped. I was replaced by the John Kennedy the whole world knew. My mother was unalived. She was replaced. Ted Kennedy was probably unalived and replaced. My sister was unalived and replaced. My mother's sister was unalived. My cousin was unalived. My uncle was unalived. My father was unalived. Do you think they're in their documents? You think they're going to release all that? Well, I just told you. Yeah, think about it. They unalived my family members. There was no Kennedy curse. It was a takeover of the Kennedy family, the power in our government by criminals. And they unalived a lot of people. And they're not pulling up here saying, hey, we want to bring you out, John. It ain't happening. They're not saying, yeah, they killed Jackie Kennedy, also our former first lady. Not only did they kill our former president, but they killed his wife and his daughter and kept his son in total fucking poverty and hiding all those years. Anyway, that's my answer to the so-called files being released, because you're hearing the files being released right here. Share my story. Share the real files being released by the real John Kennedy Jr. God bless y'all. Peace out. All love, Brenda.